It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the big diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the prop plane, Kenny Smith. And it is Clipper basketball tonight as the Los Angeles Clippers go up against the Los Angeles Lakers. Looking at the Lakers, they've been on a tremendous run, and we're deep enough into the season now to know that it's no mirage. These guys definitely for real. And we get to see the Brow in action tonight. Scary that it's still so early in his career. Kenny, just how good can Anthony Davis get?
Well, he's
Look
dominant.
at that brow you got right there.
Oh,
Whoa,
I have a double brow.
Man, that thing has a
duo
taken on
brow?
a life
I have
of
a
its
double
own.
brow. I have a
Duo brow.
Yeah, yeah. It
It
does.
weighs about 14 pounds.
It's
doesn't
thick,
it?
though. It's thick, but it's a duo.
Anyway, AD.
Well, anyway, he's dominant in almost every aspect of the game. A big guy who can handle the ball. He can run the floor. He can shoot jump shots. He can defend. And he's a force anywhere you put him.
I want to see how smart you guys are.
Okay.
If he was a reptile, which reptile would he be?
Oh, a raptor.
Ernie,
If he were a reptile,
what would he be?
he'd be,
Taking too long, Ernie. He'd be a versatilian.
Ooh.
Teams should be nervous of what he can do in 3 years. You like
Versatilian.
that? Versatilian.
That
like
is.
that.
I'm surprised that you've waited this long to break that one out. A
Yeah.
versatilian.
Dr. O'Neal, baby.
Okay.
Amphibious.
Kevin Harlan, it's all yours.
It's a Western Conference matchup as the Los Angeles Lakers come into town in this game. And here it comes, the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. You look at the Clippers. This is an important game for them because they've really been struggling. Just one win in their last 5 games.
And it's in your DNA. You come up against a natural rival, you're going to be a little bit salty.
You know, that's what makes these games great. I mean, no love lost between these two squads. It's great competition with a little animus sprinkled in there.
And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Well, guys, the Warriors are the ultimate super team, and their presence has set off an arms race. Now, for those teams in the middle of the pack, a Cinderella run has never been more of a long shot. The question becomes, when is pretty good not nearly good enough for both fans and ownership? Back to you.
Well, DA hitting the reset button can be a painful process. Well, we're getting into the grinded-out part of the season, Clark. Should we expect rookies now, you think, to start feeling the length of the NBA season right about now?
You know, that varies from individual to individual. I know when I was a rookie, it happened for me probably after about the 40th game or so, and I just was flat. I was still putting up decent numbers, but I just felt flat, felt lethargic. And then all of a sudden, after a week and a half or so, it just kind of went away, and I finished that rookie season strong. So every rookie's different. Some rookies never hit the wall, Kevin, but most do in some form or fashion.
And teams are all on top of this, aren't they? I mean, they know there's a chance it's going to happen, so they prepare accordingly.
Yeah, exactly. And, again, it's rare when a rookie doesn't hit it, but for some it might be an extended wall. For others, it might be a short wall.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. Taking a look at the Lakers. We've got DeMarcus Cousins. Beasley is out there with Anthony Davis. Then it's Lance Stevenson, and it's Schroeder in at the 1. Now, here's Stevenson. Following the missed shot by Tobias Harris. Over Williams. Cousins, no one around him. Off target from outside. Williams looking around. The shot missing. Good D by Stevenson. Well, it was the Clippers. Their last game a loss to the Hawks. That shot wide open. Schroeder's got the first bucket of the game with the 3 for the Lakers. Kicks it to Williams. And there's the pass to Harris. Tobias Harris in his 8th season in the NBA and still just 26 years old.
Yeah, I mean, one season at Tennessee, and he has slowly but steadily improved each year. And, you know, he's gotten stronger, more consistent with his long-range shooting, and he's found his calling as one of those prototype small ball fours.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Harris. And Clark, a lot of great names to choose from, but who would you pick for your greatest Laker ever?
Wow, that's always tough when you have such a robust list, Kevin. I always start with Kareem whenever he's in the conversation because that guy was my idol as I grew up watching the game. So Kareem is there, Magic, Wilt, Shaq, Elgin, and Jerry West, and Kobe. That's too many, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Some great names there, though, Clark. You're right. Hard to pick just one. Beasley kicks to Stevenson. Over Harris. And Stevenson, the bucket on the assist by Beasley. Stevenson's got his first points of the night.
And he'll take that. The nice, easy mid-range jumper, first bucket of the day.
The defense just gave him that one, and you talk about starting on a high note. Didn't seem to respect his mid-range J there. 3 misses to start the game, still trying to break the seal on that hoop.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Lakers shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And the first one at the line is good. The Clippers in the past few seasons, Greg, have completely overhauled their roster. They are making some serious changes here.
Practically nobody from the team 2 years ago is still with the franchise. It was a complete teardown, and they felt they needed to hit the reboot button. Jerry West knows what he's doing, though, and he's done this before with great success.
Well, in case anybody doubted it, the Lakers are still a premier destination for free agents. I mean, L.A. is L.A. Historically, the Lakers have done a good job making the most of the attraction of playing in L.A.
Now here's Williams. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. And it's rebounded by DeMarcus Cousins.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
Davis with the bucket. And the Lakers will seemingly always be a player in free agency.
Well, I think a big part of it is the appeal of the city and the glamour that comes with being in L.A., and not to mention the historical greatness of the franchise. I mean, the Lakers are a unique organization, not just in the NBA, but I think in all of sports.
And it's Stevenson finishing it off.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Clearly in great rhythm. They've got it going on, I mean, in a big way. Excellent job at establishing a huge lead early on.
Here's Schroeder after the basket by Los Angeles. Stevenson outside. Here's Cousins, and the layup's good off the glass.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
Yeah, you're just not going to win many committing turnovers at the rate they did. That was just outrageous.
Yeah, carelessness. That's what it was. I mean, slinging all kind of risky passes and dribbling with no purpose. I call that treadmill dribbling. You're moving but not going anywhere. You can't win that way.
Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. You take a look at Los Angeles. They're sitting pretty, second place, and looking to take the top spot. And, of course, there's the Clippers, just way behind.
And you know, for the Lakers, they have caught the entire league off guard. This was not a position anyone thought they'd be in at this stage of the season.
And the credit belongs to them for what they did and didn't do during the offseason. I mean, they had a vision, they set it out, and they've stayed true to it.
And the rejection by Cousins.
And at nearly 7 feet tall, Cousins is a legitimate shot-blocking threat, using that reach to deter shots.
Mark, an interesting aspect of the one-and-done controversy. Increasingly, these guys are being asked to take on a big role in the NBA right away.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? I'm all for guys that have the unique ability and opportunity to play pro basketball out of high school or after 1 or 2 years of college. I would love to see college kids hang around for 2 or 3 years, but that's not realistic for the supremely gifted. But it does put pressure on your teams if you're expecting these young guys to come in and impact winning right away. It takes a little time, in most cases, for even really highly talented players to become winning NBA players.
Mike Scott's checked in for Harris. And both free throws good for Davis.
Davis is really the total package, a mobile, sharp-shooting big guy who can score from everywhere.
Baseline jumper off the left rim and out. And it's the Lakers' ball. They're on a 16-4 run. Here's Schroeder. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. 6 points for Dennis Schroeder.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
Yeah, and they've come out strong. I mean, clearly they've been the better team so far.
Now, here is Gortat. 11 points for him in that last game against Atlanta.
And don't forget about the work he did on the boards. His rebounding was a huge help in that game.
Johnson down low. He's guarded by Davis. Just 2 to shoot. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Inside, and Davis throws it down.
Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Yeah, you know, it's got to be terribly deflating for the opposition. Boy, they look helpless, really getting beat up physically and emotionally.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
And that was Gortat. He usually scores, but that time set a nice screen.
And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Cousins, and too long on the shot. Clippers trail by 15. On the wing, Williams. He's guarded by Stevenson. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. To the inside. Here's Scott. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Scott's got his first bucket in this one.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now here's Cousins. Coming off a solid outing against Philadelphia. It's good.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
Yeah, a lot of blanks there. Can't hit a thing. Has to be deflating.
And now you see the 2K leaderboard. Not only have these teams caused a lot of turnovers over the last 10 games, but they've scored off them as well. The Lakers #1.
I mean, they've gotten a little more aggressive defensively. You can become a more confident team on that end, and so much of it, I think, has to do with forcing turnovers and creating offense.
He's been terrible, absolutely awful. I mean, can't get it going. His shot isn't there right now. You got to help him some other ways.
Clippers trail by 15. Johnson outside. His first shot coming late. Offensive rebound. And the second chance effort by Gortat.
Boy, and the wingspan of Gortat, Kevin, helps him big time on the glass. Great at using his height and length to corral rebounds.
Now here is Davis. 17 points for him last game against Philadelphia.
And also 4 blocks. I mean, just an important factor on both ends.
Here's Schroeder. 13-point lead. 13 feet away. And Davis can't get it to go. And for the Clippers, they're shooting well off their usual numbers, around 29% so far. And Marcin Gortat, the Polish hammer, in the final year of a 5-year, $60 million deal. Greg, he's been worth every penny.
He has, but he turns 35 this season. He'll be motivated to earn that next contract, but now on the downslope. We may see his role evolve over the next few years.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. The position of power forward, Clark, that was your position. Did you ever think it would become a major weapon for stretching the floor as it is now?
No, I didn't see that evolution happening. I mean, again, at that time in the 80s, even into the 90s, you had the small forward and the power forward was more of an enforcer. I was actually kind of a hybrid at the time because I could deal inside effectively on the glass and because of my size and strength, but also could step out and put it on the floor and pass it a little bit. So, no, the evolution with the 4-man in this day and age, I did not foresee that at all. Love what's happened with it, but it speaks, I think, to the athleticism and skill of these bigger guys now.
It does.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Clippers trail by 13. Outside Williams. That's tipped. To the middle. Here's Cousins. Makes it off the glass. Cousins has got 6.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
The Clippers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Those are good numbers for any team. I mean, they can feel extremely good about their free throw shooting percentage this season.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. So for the Clippers, Marjanovic comes in for Gortat. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Williams. And then for the Lakers, Howard comes in for DeMarcus Cousins. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. He's perfect from the line this time. Lakers leading by 13. Here's Robertson. Passes to Rondo. Harrell against Bradley. Harrell, that's good. Harrell's got his first 2 points.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Caldwell Pope outside. Pass to Scott. That one goes in.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
And it's Rondo with the ball for Los Angeles. It's a 13-point game. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
Yeah, you know what? The waters were calm for most of the game. I mean, little resistance, felt like they could get any look they wanted at any time.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. It's tipped.
Upping his intensity on the defensive end. Love to see that. Kuzma uses his length and athleticism to challenge and alter shots.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play. That'll put Montrezl Harrell on the line. That one on Caldwell Pope. The Lakers have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
One shot.
That's good from Harrell. Clippers trail by 18. Bradley with the ball. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And it's sent back by Howard.
And, you know, this is a definite strength of Howard's game. I think he's a rim protector of an elite level.
And the rebounding has been key to their success here tonight.
It has been a lopsided battle on the boards, no doubt.
Now here's Rondo. Howard kicks to Robertson. Lakers working the ball around now. Here's Harrell. And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here.
And a moment to see numbers for Dwight Howard. First in shooting percentage. And he's among the top 15 in rebounding. Just a powerful presence in the paint.
And you're right. He's been the pinnacle of scoring efficiency. Never seems to take a bad shot. That's why he's tops in field goal percentage. Off the inbound pass. And it's good on the layup. Howard's got his second bucket tonight.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good. Los Angeles leading by 18. Now Rondo. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. As we take a look at the power forward position, Clark, one you know very well, who are some of the more underrated guys at that power forward spot?
Wow, underrated. You always run into some interesting names when you think about underrated. You know, I think a guy that perhaps has finally found himself with the talent that he came into the league with is James Johnson down in Miami. He does a little bit of everything, had one of his best seasons this past year. Taj Gibson, I think, is undervalued for what he brings in toughness, shooting, and defense.
And he makes the first.
And doing a good job getting to the line and capitalizing.
Exactly. I mean, that's what's helped them build this early lead.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
And when engaged, Rondo is special. A triple-double threat who does a little bit of everything for his squad.
1:31 left to play in the first. Back to Kuzma. Over Caldwell Pope. And the Lakers with another miss.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Caldwell Pope. Clock at 6. It's stolen by Rondo. Here's Kuzma. That one rolling around and rims out. Clippers trail by 19. Now the pass to Marjanovic. That one, no good. Great D that time from Howard. Back to Rondo. Pass to Howard. He kicks it to Rondo. A floater. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. The Lakers beat them last time when these two teams met in Los Angeles.
Really a resounding loss the last time they matched up. They got absolutely manhandled on the boards.
And Greg, you know how it is. At some point, you've just got to man up and play with a lot more aggressiveness and toughness and pride inside.
Now, here's Marjanovic over Howard. No good off the front iron.
That's a good shot. Even though it couldn't find the bottom of the bucket, I like the shot quality.
Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for Los Angeles. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And we'll be back with you shortly. DeMarcus Cousins described what it's like playing next to Anthony Davis and figuring out who gets the ball and when.
You know, some games, I mean, he's rocking early. I mean, why wouldn't you want to keep feeding on the ball? And, you know, sometimes it's the other way, vice versa. So, I mean, in those situations, it's kind of obvious, but it's those games where we're both, you know, not necessarily coasting, but I guess at average. Then we have to learn to pick our spots.
It's a good problem to have, and Greg, they're figuring out things pretty well, playing together.
Yeah, both dominant big men, and you need star power to win in this league.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And for the Lakers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Hustling on that offensive glass, that's led to a number of second-chance points.
And we know energy and effort go hand in hand, and they won't be denied playing with a bunch of energy, easily coming up with those offensive rebounds, too.
Gilgeous-Alexander and Bradley pair up at the 1 and the 2. Good friends Harris and Marjanovic are the pair inside. And it's Caldwell Pope in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. And here is Los Angeles now. The Clippers getting the bucket. They get the rebound. Harrell, that's good.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, the Clippers have hit the reset button, and you wonder how that affects their head coach, Doc Rivers. Now, he seemed reluctant to lead a rebuild with the Celtics, but he's on board doing it with the Clippers. Even though the Clippers relieved him of his title of president of basketball operations in 2017, Rivers has just signed a new extension that will keep him coaching the team for the next few years. Kevin?
Well, if nothing else, D.A., he has guided them through some pretty dark hours. Thank you. Here's Rondo. Tobias Harris picking up that last basket. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 8. Harris misses. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. And here's Kuzma. Down low, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Caldwell Pope, and yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Caldwell Pope's got his first 2 points of the night. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for Los Angeles. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Rejected by Harris. Now the Clippers moving it up. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball. Lakers leading by 19 points. Outside Rondo. Over to the left wing. Kuzma. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo.
Timeout.
Kuzma's got 4 points in the quarter.
The timing, the rhythm. Kuzma really does a nice job catching the defense off guard with those catch-and-shoot jumpers.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And, you know, it was clear early on that Kyle Kuzma is going to be a great scorer. He had no problem putting up big numbers in his rookie season. Many feel, and I'm with them, this is just the start. And he has plenty of upside in other areas of his game. This guy is all-star caliber in time.
So for the Clippers, Gortat's checked in for Marjanovic. Johnson comes in for Avery Bradley. Lou Williams is subbed in for Gilgeous Alexander. And with Kuzma, he is so ahead of schedule as a scorer, Clark. He's had time to branch out this development.
Yeah, he's got a nice game offensively. Boy, he does a little bit of everything. Handles it, shoots it, can score with or without the ball. Even at the end of last season, I think he focused more on acting as a playmaker for others, which adds to his versatility. The sky's the limit for this guy, Kevin. No excuse for that kind of defense. I'm positive they're upset about that.
Schroeder kicks to Cousins. To the middle. And Stevenson with the basket on the assist by Cousins. 6 points for Lance Stevenson.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. 5 points in the game. Outside Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep. The putback. And Davis pulls it down.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Now here's Davis after Gortat's miss. Schroeder up top, guarded by Harris. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. So it's the Lakers now. Lakers working the ball around now. And Davis puts it in. Davis has got 11 points.
And, you know, got to admire the patience inside from Davis. Outstanding at staying under control, taking his time, and burying the quality shot.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Johnson, wide open, he fires. Hits it from three-point range. Johnson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Schroeder kicks to Davis. To the inside. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Having an efficient three-point attack, very tough to defend. Let's see some of the best. The Lakers in 5th.
No doubt they have snipers on that roster, that's for sure. It's been a terrific year for them from beyond the arc.
Clippers trail by 19. Now here's Caldwell Pope. He's got 5. High post, Gortat goes up from the top of the key. Good, and Harris gets the assist. Harris has got his 3rd assist on the night. For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. Schroeder kicks to Davis. Pass to Cousins. Stevenson outside. From beyond the arc, it's hauled in by Los Angeles. To the paint. Here's Johnson. That shot off the mark. Great D that time from Davis. Williams against Stevenson. The dish to Davis. Schroeder with the ball. He had 10 points in the win against Philadelphia.
And he was also a terrific creator in that game as well. His assist totals show you what a fantastic all-around effort it was.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. after the miss from Dennis Schroeder. Williams kicks to Caldwell Pope. Offline with his three. Lakers leading by 17. Stevenson passes to Beasley. Over Johnson. And it's off the back rim. No good. And it's Harris with the ball for Los Angeles. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Detroit, where they'll face the Pistons. And that's the first of 6 played on the road. Caldwell Pope the bounce pass. Shot clock at 6. And it's Gortat finishing it off.
He is a big guy, and Gortat doesn't play the finesse game. This is a guy who's all about strength. Forget about laying it up there. He's going to take the power approach.
Now here's Schroeder. 8 points for him. Kicks it to Stevenson. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Guys, he has been a major factor, big time, outstanding at getting quality looks and knocking them down.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
Shooting one.
And Lance Stevenson, man, I could say a ton about this guy, but he is a player who thrives in chaos. Broken plays, odd situations. Those are where Lance is at his best. I mean, he likes to play as a freestyler, and he excels in that capacity.
That's good from Schroeder on the assist by Davis. 10 points for Dennis Schroeder.
Yeah, getting theirs before the defense can set up.
Perfect execution. That's how you take advantage of a transition opportunity.
Now here is Harris. He's got 6. It's stolen by Schroeder. To the paint. Here's Cousins. The shot comes out, and it's the Clippers taking it the other way. And with Lance Stevenson, sometimes he'll pull off an improvised play, Clark, that just drops your jaw.
Yeah, he's one of the most instinctive players I've ever seen. I mean, he does do some things that could cause you to pull your hair out if you have any. But this guy is competitive, great size, and he ignites a team because he can do a lot of things to help you win.
Here's Williams. Following the basket by Lance Stevenson. Here's Harris, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. That's now 8 points for Tobias Harris.
Perfect dime drop that time. Nice execution of the bounce pass.
Schroeder kicks to Beasley. Inside, stolen by Caldwell Pope. Here's Johnson. Got a hand on it. Stevenson against Caldwell Pope. Davis. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
As well he should, Greg. I mean, he always is looking to score the ball, even more so when he's hot. I like the mindset. It's just been a brutal outing for him. He still hasn't managed to make a shot, and the team is struggling because of it.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Mike Scott's checked in for the Clippers. Bradley comes in for Lou Williams. The Lakers also changing it up. Howard's checked in for Cousins. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Michael Beasley. And it's Andre Robertson in for Lance Stevenson. Now here's Bradley. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Robertson the pass to Kuzma. Good.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And Los Angeles guys shooting about 33%. Not happy with their play on that end. Bradley kicks to Harris. Back to Bradley. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Schroeder. That one wide left.
And we haven't seen them get to the line as much here in the second quarter. They might be settling a tad too much offensively.
I think you're right. I mean, an up fake here or there, getting the ball inside, that's how you create high percentage offense. Well, it's been a terrific career for Dwight Howard. I mean, you think about it, he's dominated at both ends of the floor, and obviously one of the outstanding rebounders of all time. Who else would put up 30 and 30 in a game at age 32? That's going for the cycle, 30, 30, 30.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Marjanovic checked in for Gortat, and Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Caldwell Pope. And, of course, with Howard Clark, there's been some debate. Will he be voted into the Hall of Fame?
Well, I think he's got a pretty strong case. Long-term success and consistency, pretty impressive individual numbers. I mean, his numbers compare favorably with Tim Duncan, David Robinson, Elvin Hayes. Rings are important in building your resume, but I think he's got enough to warrant getting there without a championship ring.
Scott, good. 1:36 left in the first half of the game. Rondo passes to Kuzma. He kicks to Howard. That shot is off. Nice D from Scott. And Los Angeles guys shooting around 43% from the floor in the second quarter.
Los Angeles foul call. Dwight Howard. That's his first personal foul.
The Clippers have been excellent at the free throw line here today. A flawless 6 for 6.
2 shots.
Two shots.
And he knocks down the first one. He hits both from the stripe. 1:16 left in the first half. Now Rondo, pass to Howard. Down low, here's Robertson. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear, it's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 10. That one goes in.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
There's 42 seconds left now here in the second. The shot's good from Robertson.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And there's the call on Howard. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Taking 2 shots.
2 shots.
First free throw is good.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
And here's Rondo. There's 31 seconds left in the first half. The Lakers have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9.
Marjanovic. That's his first personal foul. 4th team foul. Shooting for Los Angeles, Dwight Howard at the line for 2.
2.
And the first one drops.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
That one misses.
And when you think of Howard, defense and rebounding immediately comes to mind. I mean, he knows his role and plays it pretty well.
Outside Bradley. Over Harrell. That's his first basket of the game. 1 for 6 and looking for more.
Boy, that was a terribly difficult shot, but still, somehow, some way, it went down. Wow.
1 second left, and he hits the jump shot. Kuzma's got 8 points.
Boy, Kuzma's such an impressive player, able to dial it in from these in-between spots with relative ease.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Doc, what's disappointed you out there so far?
A lot of things. Some of it was over turnovers, trying to do too much with the ball, but we didn't show up with any defensive intensity, and for us to win, we're going to have to do that.
We'll see if they can pick it up. Thanks, Doc. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David, and we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks. Welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal at 2K Sports. Let's talk first half. It was a big-time first quarter from Anthony Davis. He had 13 points, 6 rebounds, and 1 block. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
They looked like they were playing an easy game of pitch and catch out there. The playmakers and finishers were in sync on every level. The assist disparity, now that was big. Now that's the reason why it's a blowout right now, and they played well.
And over to Shaq. Now your take on the Clippers.
Well, they got a ton of issues to work out. Allow way too high a percentage to be shot against them. Not really showing any energy on defense. No discipline. Look at their faces, Ernie. Do they even want to be here?
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
The view from high above downtown Los Angeles, where we are returning to action here at the Staples Center. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Here's Schroeder. Starting off the second half, here's Luke Walton's 5. We've got Davis. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Lance Stevenson. Then there's Beasley, and it's Cousins in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Cousins, and Davis can't get it to go.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
It's stolen by Schroeder. Beasley outside. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 5 assists in the game. The Clippers shooting struggles apparent, 37% from the field. Now the pass to Gortat. And Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Here is Gortat. 6 to shoot. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebound the Lakers. Davis has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. To the inside. Beasley trying to break free. Another shot. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard.
And, you know, 1 for 4, not a good start. I mean, they got to play with a little more energy this half.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the Clippers are going in a new direction. Now, Coach Doc Rivers said, we had a shot. I don't think anybody understands how hard it is to win a title. Until you do that, you're going to be frustrated a lot and have to make tough decisions. Kevin?
Well, they're trying to make the right decisions to rebuild better than before, D.A. Thanks.
Boy, the defense did an awesome job there, Kevin. Big-time work. Really distracting them, throwing off the shot. That's how you do it on D.
And the call goes against Wesley Johnson. That's his first foul. It's stolen by Harris.
You look at the turnover situation, guys, and it's not been that bad. Just a handful, and when you take care of the ball like that, that can help you build a lead.
And it's Gortat finishing it off.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case. It looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Well, this is what he likes to do. Try to break your spirit.
Yeah, I think he's trying to put this one away, quite honestly. I mean, feels like he can lay it up against any type of defense, and he can.
And that one falls for DeMarcus Cousins.
And everyone knows when Cousins controls his emotions, he's one of the very best centers in the game.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. On the wing, Harris. And it's Cousins with the foul. That's his first foul. Los Angeles calls timeout.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Yeah, there's no reason why they should be scoring at will down there easily as they have. I mean, they've got to be more aggressive inside.
Let's take a look now. Anthony Davis's numbers. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month, putting up about 18 points per, 4.5 blocks, and 5 rebounds. And the intimidation factor that he possesses with his shot blocking and rim presence, really the backbone of their defense.
Yeah, you know, he's protecting the rim like it's his family. I mean, don't even think about going in there.
Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
I think he's got to be more aggressive, stronger, getting through those screens. Can't allow shooters that kind of space to pull the trigger.
One shot. One shot.
And that one misses. Lakers leading by 23. Cousins finds Schroeder. Rebound by the Clippers.
He must hit that shot. I mean, the defense, non-factor. Very surprising he missed it.
Johnson, the pass to Gortat. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's guarded by Schroeder. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Harris. Gortat trying to break loose. And it's the Clippers scoring again.
You know, that part of the floor, guys, is more or less his real sweet spot, right in his wheelhouse.
Beasley outside. Down low. Lays it up off the glass. Beasley's got 5 points now this quarter.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
Yeah, that was actually no defense at all there, Craig. I mean, layups don't come any easier than that. I mean, they're piling it on now.
The Clippers have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
And that one misses. Good on the second free throw. And here's Schroeder. 10 points for him. Passes it to Davis. Stevenson outside. To the inside. Gortat with the block. Here's Johnson. The putback. Missed it. Even after all those chances. Lakers leading by 22. Williams with the steal. Inside. Johnson's shot is off.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his second personal foul.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
Take a break.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
And the first one at the line is good. And both free throws good for Beasley. The Clippers have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 15. Clock at 6. Good D by Stevenson. And it's Davis with the ball for the Lakers. They can look forward to the Oracle Arena after this game to match up against Golden State. And their road trip is only getting started as that's the second of 6 for them. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for the Clippers.
One shot.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Yep, it counts. Gortat's got 4 points this quarter.
And the poise of Williams, so impressive, Kevin. Plays at his own pace. He's never in a hurry.
Schroeder kicks to Davis. To the middle. And Stevenson with the basket on the assist by Davis. Davis has got 5 assists tonight.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Here's Harris. Following the basket by Anthony Davis. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Feeds it to Gortat.
Yeah, that one put them over the limit, and it's so early that if they're not careful, this could turn into a parade at the free throw line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Gortat. 2 shots.
2.
That free throw good from Gortat.
And at the offensive end, Gortat probably doesn't get his due. He's got a lot of moves, and he can finish with either hand. And his work on the offensive glass is more than capable.
Scotty's checked in for the Clippers. Bradley comes in for Lou Williams. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for the Lakers. Rondo comes in for Dennis Schroeder. Both free throws good from Marcin Gortat. Here's Rondo. Pass to Cousins. To the paint. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Oh, that's just an incredible find coming from the big man. No debating Cousins' smarts on the court. He picks out a pass there that not many guys would have seen.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc. Now, here's Scott. 6 points for him. 6 on the shot clock. In the corner, Bradley with it. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Cousins against Caldwell Pope. Now, here's Stevenson. He's guarded closely, shoots over Scott, and it's Stevenson missing. Clippers have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime, 5 out of 11. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Clippers. On Saturday, they'll be matching up with Andre Drummond and the Detroit Pistons. Then on Sunday, they'll be facing Kawhi Leonard and the Toronto Raptors.
And that game against the Pacers, it's going to be a battle for this group. You get the feeling they'll need to be at their sharpest if they want to come away with a victory.
The free throw drops for Rondo. Los Angeles making a switch here. Marjanovic is checked in. And then for the Lakers, Dwight Howard's checked in for Cousins. Montrezl Harrell comes in for Davis. And it's Robertson in for Lance Stevenson. And Rondo drops them both. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. He's got 5. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Caldwell Pope's got 7 points. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for Los Angeles.
And Caldwell Pope, the Georgia product, when he's on the floor, it's for his defense. Can give you a handful of points, but what he takes away with defense is far more significant. One of the better perimeter defenders since entering the league.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander after the basket by Montrezl Harrell. And the wing jumper offline. For Los Angeles, they've gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime, shooting 8 of 15. Kuzma passes to Rondo. Kicks it to Howard. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Kuzma. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
You know, body him up all you want. It doesn't bother Kyle Kuzma. He's got great competitive spirit and skill.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And here's Bradley from 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. He has 5.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from long range, Greg. I mean, things are definitely starting to look up for him.
Howard's shot is good.
Concentrating on expanding his game. When Howard is making this shot, it opens up the floor so much more.
Bradley kicks to Scott. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's covered by Rondo. And here's Bradley from 3. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Now here's Rondo. The pass to Howard. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Marjanovic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And Scott has it in the corner. And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
Shooting for Los Angeles, Mike Scott. Taking 2 shots.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
The first one falls. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Lakers shooting it beautiful here in the third, 56% from the field. Howard dishes to Rondo. He kicks to Harrell. Howard, that's good. Howard's got 12.
And you know what? There's no question about it. Dwight Howard still has it going on inside.
The 3 from Bradley. Rebounded by Howard. The Lakers shooting 59% up to this point. They're working for great shots, and they're hitting them. Robertson finds Rondo. .137 left in the third. Clock at 6. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Great shooters, boy, can they make or break you down the stretch. Here's the league's top shooters right now. Dwight Howard on top. Anthony Davis is second.
You can't say enough about these 2 guys shooting this season. Both their percentages, just incredible stuff.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 15. Scott, good. 9 points in the game so far.
And not being as aggressive from the 3-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Rondo passes to Kuzma. 11 feet away, and that's off the glass and in. Kuzma's got 4 points this quarter.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate.
Yeah, exactly. It sure is. Plenty of second opportunities. 8 of their last 10 points from the paint, but the defense still continues to back away and not show any aggressiveness.
To the inside, here's Bradley. Rebound by Harrell. Harrell's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Kuzma. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. It's the difficult fadeaway jumper. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 17.
Yeah, first and foremost, he's a pass-first team player, is Caldwell Pope. Love seeing that.
Inside. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. That one doesn't go. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too, Greg. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And for the Clippers, they're shooting around 40% from the floor here. We've got Thornwell. Marjanovic is out there with Luke Mbamute. Then it's Robinson. And it's Teodosic in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Now, here is Robinson. Clock at 6. There's the triple. And that one's good. Teodosic. Teodosic has got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Clippers. Rondo with it. Teardrop shot. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
Yeah, these defenders just looked a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Teodosic kicks to Robinson. Teams of the past would often pound the offensive glass, Clark. I think of the '84 Celtics, but now teams are running only one, maybe two guys to the offensive boards.
I think a big part of it is transition defense is so important that teams now don't send as many people to the offensive glass. But the flip side of that is if you get offensive rebounds, you get opportunities to score, and you can thwart transition chances. So I tilt towards trying to get to the offensive glass as long as you've got a couple of guys that are really good at it.
Here's Robinson after the basket by Los Angeles. Passes it to Teodosic. Pass to Mbamute. Robinson left side. Basket good. Here is Rondo. And the pass to Kuzma. Harrell kicks to Kuzma. Buries it down low.
Kuzma excellent at using his height and touch to perfection. Very confident player.
And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Davis is checked in for Montrezl Harrell.
Anthony Davis.
Here's Marjanovic, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. We're hearing more players and coaches express their political beliefs, their social concerns, trying to, in a positive way, affect change, Clark.
And Kevin, I applaud it, respect it, admire it, and can't get enough of it. As long as players and coaches are well informed about that, which they talk about, and most of the NBA guys are. And I think it's important that wherever we are in life that we use our platforms to express our views. That's part of what being a citizen of this country is about. So I don't think you necessarily compartmentalize your life. If there are issues that are dear to you that you want to speak out on and educate yourself about, then you use your platform for that purpose while performing your job, which just happens to be playing NBA basketball or coaching NBA basketball.
And so it's Rondo bringing it up for Los Angeles. Kuzma passes to Davis. Back to Kuzma. Picked away. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Teodosic kicks to Mbamute. Teodosic, the pass to Mbamute. And again, no good by the Clippers. The Lakers have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Outside Rondo from the corner. And Davis with the basket on the assist by Rondo. Davis has got 19 points.
Yeah, Rondo just knows how to wheel and deal, has that exceptional feel for when one of his guys is open.
Pass to Teodosic. Back to Mbamute. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Inside. Robertson finds Davis. And it's Rondo in the corner. In the recent CBA, there have been a lot of provisions put in there for retired players. Health insurance, increase in pensions, Clark, reimbursement for tuition. What do you think of these changes?
Love them, Kevin. Absolutely love them. And again, credit to the league and to the Players Association for thinking outside the box, reaching back to benefit some of the former players that are actually in need of these benefits and deserving of them. Come on now. Those guys paved the way in many ways for what we see of the league now. And most players appreciate and recognize that. And for it to be tangibly recognized and rewarded is great to see. I love them.
First one falls for him. Beasley's checked in for Los Angeles. And so he makes both from the line. And here is Los Angeles now. Down low. It's tipped. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Here's Thornwell. Covered by Beasley. Thornwell, the pass to Marjanovic. Knocks it loose to the left side wing. Robinson goes in. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And the Lakers going the other way now. To the middle. Davis dishes to McGee. Rondo kicks to Beasley. Davis against Mbamute. Here's Teodosic. Here's Marjanovic. And that one, good. Marjanovic has got 4 points in the quarter. The Lakers have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Beasley outside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. With social media providing instantaneous news, Clark, players have to really watch what they say now. I mean, before they hit the send button.
Yeah, you got to pause before you peck, and you got to pause before you post. That's one of the things I would tell.
Well said. Well said.
That's what I would tell guys when I was talking about this landscape that they're in. Heavily scrutinized, and to the NBA players' credit, they've done a great job with social media. They're very visible. They're very accessible. They're well connected to the community through their platforms. But you do have to exercise some caution in how you go about your social media profile.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. The Clippers have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Back to Teodosic. Here is Mbamute, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Davis.
When Mbamute is assertive, this happens. Solid job at drawing the fouls.
Mbamute at the line for 2.
Two shot.
First free throw is good. Clark, it always seems the coaches get fired a lot, and there's kind of the rotating names there, but the GMs who hire them stay in place. What's your take on that?
Yeah, you know, it's fairly complex, Kevin. I don't know if we have enough time to delve in it effectively here, but my initial feeling is every circumstance is a little different, and sometimes it's a little easier to move the coach than the general manager for whatever reason. But there should be more accountability for GMs, not just for who they draft, but also who they hire as coaches. So I'm mixed, but I kind of understand why sometimes the coach is a little more readily expendable.
Beasley finds McGee. Lakers working the ball around now. 4 on the shot clock. No problems knocking that one down. And That's now 8 points for Rajon Rondo.
And every now and then, Rondo will surprise you with the occasional triple, showing it off there with range.
Here's Teodosic trying to find Mbamute. Gets it to him.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
And it all had to be, Kevin, because that's not nearly as easy as they made it appear.
So it's the Lakers now after the basket by Los Angeles. Here's Robertson, guarded by Robinson. Pulls up. Robertson can't hit. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Down low, Rondo with the steal. Stolen by Robinson. With the floater, and he sinks the layup.
Resplendent release on the floater. When executed correctly, it's a beautiful, effective shot.
Rondo passes to McGee. Back to Rondo. Outside, Davis. McGee finds Davis, and Davis throws it down.
How about the leaping ability of Davis? Easily gets off the ground to throw it down. And he's a quick jumper and decision maker.
Here's Teodosic. Passes it to Marjanovic. Average value of an NBA team, Clark, over $1 billion. And I can't even believe I'm saying that, but the league wasn't always so healthy and always thriving the way it is now.
Yeah, every business goes through periods of prosperity and challenge. The league, NBA, no different. Early 80s, there were real struggles and challenges. Then there was a real bump as we got into the late 80s and into the 90s, plateaued a bit, and now we're on a great ascension. But the players and the league have really worked well together to bring the league to a greater level of popularity and success in this time period now. And you can't discount the big money from TV contracts. That fuels the fire quite a bit as well.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
First personal foul.
Some changes for the Lakers. Howard comes in for JaVale McGee, and it's Harrell in for Davis.
One shot.
And that one falls for Rondo. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Here's Teodosic. Thornwell kicks to Marjanovic. Here's Teodosic. Los Angeles with another miss. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Lakers. You know, every coach talks about playing team basketball, Clark. When it comes to the fans, they really come out to see the stars. What do you think is the psychology behind that?
Well, I think fans enjoy elite players and great talent across any sport. But they also recognize that team play is critical to winning. So I think it's a combination. Fans, I think we've got to give them a little more credit. Sure, they want to see the stars play, but they want to win, and they know to win, teams have to be about team basketball, not just highlighting and enjoying the stars.
Buries it from three-point range.
No explanation for giving up these wide-open looks. Total breakdown. Unacceptable defense.
And the call will go against Milos Teodosic. That'll be his second foul of the game.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Straight frustration right there, and I agree with you. Self-control of your emotions, a must-have if you're going to play winning basketball.
And there's a whistle that goes on Luke Mbamute. That'll be his second foul of the game. Los Angeles on D. And it's Rondo penetrating. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And just enjoy watching Rondo utilize that speed on the drive. Just kind of nice through the defense there and dares you to attack him.
At the line for 2.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. Always seem to see a lot of players request trades in the media, but Clark, you have to believe some teams were blindsided by this.
Well, there's no question about it, Kevin, that teams have been blindsided on occasion. I don't like to see players operate that way, but I also understand sometimes the frustration that leads them to do so. But at the end of the day, I think it's part and parcel of the environment we're in and the nature of the business of the NBA. Sometimes players just aren't confident in what they hear directly, so they take other measures to voice their choice or displeasure. And, you know, that's good offense there. These are the shots you want to get all the time.
Beasley outside. Now Howard wants to get it to Rondo and does. Chalk up 2 there. Rondo's got 12 points here in the second half.
And, you know, I think this is exactly what you want Howard to do. I mean, when somebody's open, show that you're willing to give the ball up.
Here's Teodosic. He's covered by Rondo. Here's Marjanovic. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Rondo kicks to Robertson. Pass to Beasley. And here is Howard. The pass to Robertson. Lakers passing it around. 4 on the clock. Beasley. And another basket for the Lakers.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, no let up. The killer instinct on display, trying to put this team away. I love the tenacity.
Here's Teodosic. We've got 1:28 left in the game. Marjanovic down low, working on Howard.
Is it me, or does it just feel like he gets every rebound that comes up?
Well, he practically has gotten every one that's available. A 20-plus rebounding game is not something we get to see very often, Greg.
Now, here's Howard. Robertson, the pass to Harrell. Howard kicks to Rondo. Unloads. And that one goes long.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone. Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Los Angeles.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And this will push their record to 39 wins in a good effort tonight.
And talk about putting pressure on your opponent. Tonight's win will move their record to 2-0 in the season series with 2 left to be played against Los Angeles.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Anthony Davis.
And you have to love the effort he put forth on the glass. He played with the fire no one else could match as he chased down those rebounds.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. AD, it looked like you guys were having some fun out there. Is there a new dynamic coming up offensively?
No, we just don't care who scored the ball. You know, the ball movement was great. Everybody's rebounding and talking. So when we play like that, it's fun to watch. You know, and everybody out there having fun, smiling, a lot of emotion. That's all we ask. That's all Coach asked for, and we did that tonight.
Good win tonight, AD. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.